chemistry and connection are really dangerous words to me because they can be trauma bonded words. People say, I don't know what to tell you. It feels familiar. I'm like, familiar is not good because again, that's a great example of the body holding something. Now, listen, I'm not saying everyone should go date someone they think is a dud or like, I felt nothing, so I'm going to go on a second date.
I'm going to go right into it.
Right into it. It's more of I understand. So what do we mean by connection? I guess that's the problem is when somebody says to me, I feel the sense of connection. My question is, shrink's going to be, what does that mean to you? Right? Because what you call connection, what I call connection, what a random person on the street calls connection may be very different things, right? There's healthy feelings of connection, feeling attuned to, feeling seen, feeling heard, a conversation that seems to just flow effortlessly. You don't feel judged. You feel safe. I'll buy that as connection. But connection when it's sort of like, you kind of feel like you're on your back foot, that now you're sort of game on. And how do I win this person over? And it's a little bit of like, you're almost like, it's almost like a match. Like, how do I sort of, like it's a little bit gamey. That concerns me.
Wow.
Because that to me could actually be a throwback to somebody feeling as though I have to win this person over. What are the tricks? And you'll see this in people who have sort of a sympathetic, nervous fawn response. Like, how do I have to modify myself to win them? That familiarity, especially if that's how somebody had to go through childhood, can actually feel like connection.
Wow.
Because it's work. It's exciting. Oh my gosh, here's something I need to do. But if one doesn't feel worthy of being loved as who they are, and somebody comes and just likes you for who you are, well, that's not very fun because I don't have a template for that. You're kind of almost like, what? Why are you like, But when you're feeling you have to win someone over, that becomes exciting. So I think that idea of chemistry can make people irrational. Listen, if you have chemistry with somebody who is empathic, compassionate, kind, and respectful, you won the lottery. We call it what it is. You're just a lucky person.
Wow.
Okay? And that's great. And there's people out there who have connection and all those goodies, and they're as blessed by the heavens as a human being can be, right? The majority of people who have connection, sadly, will say, we had this sense of connection, and that's why I excused the this and excused the that, and the this and the that. And, it's funny because when I have worked with people and who are in more trauma bonded relationships, this idea where it's days hot and cold and back and forth, and you keep having the same arguments and you're always justifying. The hack I have for figuring out whether or not someone's in a trauma bonded relationship, I'll have a client who's in a chaotic dating relationship or like a really unhealthy relationship. And we'll sometimes hit the wall of like, oh, I know this isn't healthy. I love them. And I'll say, okay, right now, take a minute. Tell me why you love them. And you know the answer I get when people are trauma bonded? The answer I get, or with chemistry, the answer I get is, okay, doc, give me a second. Well, you know what? I don't know how to describe it. It's like this, I don't know. It's just sort of this that's not an answer.
They can't clearly define why they love
them. And whereas I ask that to healthy people, because I have friends whose marriages are just, they're for the book, they're beautiful.